Hey guys, it's Jen, and today I get to show you guys some beta footage. This is going to be really exciting. This is the Temple of the Jade Serpent, and what you first want to do is go in and talk to the big cow NPC because he's going to give you guys a lot of your glyphs that you might not have. So pick those up and learn them as quick as you can. That's really going to help. So to your left, we have one boss right now, and he's bugged. He's like super bugged. He actually worked the first day that I tried him, and now like you can't finish the encounter, but there is a chance that you can still get loot, so it's definitely worth doing. So right here you see us clearing trash. Make sure you don't stand in the stuff. It's kind of a rule of thumb for this game. Just don't stand in that stuff that they leave when they die. It's really fairly simple. I mean, you DPS down him, and then the little ads you can just AoE DPS down. I sped this up like 4 times fast, so anybody who isn't like a PvE hero or dungeon hero, it might take you guys just a little bit of time to get through this trash. I mean, they're super easy though. It's not a big deal. So we're here at the boss. Basically what I'm doing is I'm explaining to the group how to kill this boss because none of them have been through it before. I went through on my priest previously before, so I kind of got a feel for like what to expect and that kind of thing. Being really nice and helpful, especially in beta, goes a long way because nobody really knows what they're doing. So just make sure that you guys continue with like having a good attitude, and it really makes things go by smoothly. So with this boss, he is going to go immune with his little bubble, and then he's going to summon from each of these fountain bowls ads that you're going to want to kill. They're essentially just like the trash that you kill. Basically the same thing. The ads will pop up from one of your DPS wherever they are, and you can AoE them down. Again, I don't think these people realized what they were doing, so I kind of had to take care of the AoE mobs. Again, don't stand in the stuff because you take a lot of damage. And then also, you can see the water here. You don't want to stand in the water. It will do ticking damage while the boss is active. And then he also shoots out some waves that will cause anywhere from about 16 to 20k worth of damage. So just make sure that you're away from that water as well. So normally what would happen is once you get down the trash mobs, he will engage and he will actually shoot out a water beam. This is his only defense that I've been able to see. And he just shoots out a water beam in a big 360-degree circle that you have to just basically follow around him. It's a lot like the boomerang fight if you guys rated Olderar, where he would do his little gun barrage thing in a big circle, and you just have to run around him and DPS him down. Same thing. You're supposed to just DPS him down in a big circle. It sucks for casters where you have like channeled spells and spells with cast times because you're going to want to stand and cast. Just make sure that you're far enough around him that you can do that. And so then what you do is you have to basically go back to the beginning and go to the right side of the instance. And this is called the library event. And you have to go through and kill a bunch of trash mobs. They're super easy to AoE down. This one, since the group was new, they didn't really do much with like just AoE pulling, like mass pulling the groups. But honestly, if you have a pretty decent healer, you can literally run through and grab about 4 packs of these mobs. Like, it's the easiest thing ever. You AoE them down real quick, and I mean, they don't really have any special abilities or anything. They look really neat, especially over here. You'll find like they're each different ones. We have like a talking fish, we have a crane, we have the lion, the bug, and I can't remember, I think there's a monkey as well. All very reminiscent of the lore that like you get into with the Pandaria expansion. And so this is one of the 2 encounters that you will fight with this boss. Basically, you have either this one where there's going to be 5 golden suns that you have to DPS down, and they turn into little mini Shahs. Once you kill the 4 Shahs, another round of Shahs are going to appear, and they're going to take over our little friend panda here that's helping us DPS down the boss. They're going to take him over, and he's going to go all psycho crazy, and he's going to start shooting at us, and we have to DPS him down as well. And that is basically the boss fight. These boss fights, they seem really simple in comparison to like other fights, especially if you're used to raiding and that kind of thing. It's a very casual encounter. From what I've been able to see, there isn't really a lot of thought, there isn't a ton of movement. The last 2 bosses that we're going to get into is like very minimal movement, but they're really fun, and it's really great to kind of take in like the new dungeons and things like that. So we killed them, and you basically go through and you have like this small little outside place that you can enjoy. And then this is leading up to the 3rd and 4th boss. The 4th boss is the final one. You have like 3 little packs of mobs here that you could probably pull all of them at the same time and AoE down. Again, if you have a pretty decent healer. With this group though, they were new, and so they weren't really sure what to expect and things like that, so it was totally fine. Another thing that you guys will have to come to expect with beta testing is that you're going to DC a lot. And it's not even just like disconnecting, you're going to get like fatal errors and fatal exceptions and like these assertion errors and everything. And I literally get hundreds a day. Like, I've tried to change my graphics settings, I've tried to do a lot of things. Sometimes it's with particular spells and things like that, so just make sure you keep note of that and let Blizzard know in their feedback forums what's going on. So with this boss, she basically sends out waves of fire, as you can see. The green ones stay on the ground, so make sure that you take care of those and you don't stand in them. At a certain percent of health, she turns into this dragon that you guys can see, and they'll just do random targets where she's going to drop flames. Once you DPS her down, again, I mean, it's a really simple fight. Just make sure you stay out of the stuff. That's probably one of the only fights that requires the most movement other than the fish boss. Like, it's just super easy. And then here we go with the last boss. This is the Shah of Doubt. He is basically with this whole zone. He is the one thing that the Pandarian monks had to subdue, and it's the reason why they built this temple that we're going through. The Jade Serpent is kind of a memorial of being able to, like, keep the Shah of Doubt away from you and things like that. And because of the war that you have been waging with the Hosen and the Jinyu, we've kind of brought him back to light. So we're helping the Pandarian and kind of taking him out. And so here, what will happen is he will phase in and out randomly, and you will have basically your own Shah. It's a copy of yourself that you need to destroy. He will become immune, so there is no way you could just burn the boss down during those phases. You will have to kill all of the little copies of yourself before you can start to DPS himself again. If you can't get the copies down in enough time, he will actually come back, but he kills them and he absorbs all their health. So it's really imperative to, like, get the boss down, or get the ads down as quickly as possible so that the boss doesn't absorb their health, and then the fight is becoming twice as long. But definitely just make sure that you keep focus on it, and we got him down. And that is pretty much it for the first instance. I hope you guys enjoy it, and definitely the loot is like crazy. Like, if you guys can see here, I got like a new staff, and it's a 410 staff already. So it definitely is like totally beats out like your Dragon Soul and like up to like your heroic Dragon Soul stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys later.